Hello fans, welcome back to Windsor Spitfires TV. I'm Manny Paiva, and sitting alongside the newest coach for the Windsor Spitfires, Greg Walters. Greg, welcome to Windsor. How does it feel to be the head coach of the Spitfires?
Yeah, it's actually a dream come true. It's, what an unbelievable franchise, one of the top junior programs in not only just Canada but the world, and I'm so grateful and honored to have been given this great opportunity.
How did this come to be? You had a conversation with Bill?
Yeah, it came with Billy, and Billy and I played against each other, and through pro, and he reached out, and I jumped at the chance. It's the franchise is amazing, and he's putting a great young team together here. So I'm really excited to get going.
You've just been reinstated by the Ontario Hockey League from a suspension. What did you learn through that process about yourself and about the hockey in general? Yeah,
I mean, listen, everything's changing in the world, and I got into just an argument with a staff member, and some things in the heat of a game. It's very an emotionally charged game, and sometimes you say things that you regret after, and I took full responsibility for that, and finished 30 hours of sports psychology through this time, and I'm a better father, I'm a better person, and definitely be a better coach after going through something like that.
You've been on the bench a lot. This will be your 14th season as a head coach in the Ontario Hockey League, with stops in Sarnia and Oshawa and Owen Sound. As a head coach, how would you describe your philosophy?
Yeah, and then there's 8 years in Tier 2
of course.
as well. So
of
I'm
course.
going to the 23rd, 23rd year. So I've been through it all, and really it's I'm very structured defensively, and hold everybody from the top, or from the bottom to the top, accountable. And we need to get 6 guys on the same page here defensively, and making sure that we're working from our net out. But in saying that, we want to be very aggressive. We want 4 guys in every rush. We want to have movement in the offensive zone. So my belief is there's 2 games, one when we have the puck and one when we don't, and we're going to play just as hard with either or those.
When you look at this roster, what do you like about the roster as it's constructed right now?
It's a young team that's just going forward here. The 06 draft is one of the top drafts in definitely in the Ontario Hockey League. You start with, you got a first round pick, and Greentree, Spellacy, Davis was a great player. Abraham coming back, right? You got Ethan Belches coming in, and you got Cristoforo, and Walton had a great year. So Woodall had a great year. Walt's it's a big team, which I love, because we're going to be very physical, and there's just so many pieces to work with. Obviously, Frank Avola and Billy Bull had another great draft here, with the 08. So just so excited to get to work with these kids.
Yeah, you like to play that physical game that you've talked about. You've talked about trying to be more responsible defensively and stuff like that. Looking from the outside into this team, is that the biggest area of improvement that you see?
Yeah, like you said, you go always through the top teams, and the top teams in our league are right around the 200 goals against, for the season, if you want to have a chance to win. So, we have some work to do defensively. And listen, it's, it was tough through the coaching changes and everything for everybody, but it's a new voice coming in, and everyone will be on the same page, and our top players will lead by example. And so defensively is the number one thing. Listen, they got skill, they can score, and but we gotta make things more accountable away from the puck with our D zone, with our tracking rules, and getting above the puck all the time. So So, but those, talking to a few of the guys, they want it, right? These guys want it, and we're gonna surprise some people this year.
I want to talk about that. Greg Walters is our guest, the new head coach of the Windsor Spitfires. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like this interview and this video. When you take a look at the overall Western Conference, where do you think Windsor fits in that?
Yeah, it's obviously tough to say, just speaking about Windsor. I know we're going to be, we'll be in the mix, and we'll be a very tough team to play against. Obviously, you got London, who, if they get their guys back, they're going to be good. Saginaw still has the top end talent coming back here. Guelph, Erie should be better. So it's always a battle in the Western Conference for sure, and but we'll be right there, and we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that we're in the mix.
I know I'm looking forward to training camp. I'm sure you are too.
Yeah.
What's first on your agenda in the few weeks before training camp here?
I think honestly, just reaching out to everybody, and meeting the staff. Definitely having one-on-ones with all the returning players, the draft picks, and setting out what the standards are going to be here, so that they all know starting day one of training camp, this is what's going to be expected, and just getting out in the community and meeting everybody, and it's been great. Right now I'm actually over for a week with the Detroit Red Wings development camp. So that's been amazing, going through that. You're always trying to learn, and obviously there's great coaches around this area, DJ and Boogie and Reichs, and just picking everybody's brain to make sure that we're right up to speed with what everyone else is doing. Yeah,
a long tradition of successful hockey, a long history here in the Windsor organization, and you're next to. Let's just talk about that training camp. What kind of training camp do you want to run as you prepare for the season?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Like we want to get the fitness testing going. I'm a huge believer in what they do off the ice will come to what they're going to do on the ice. So fitness testing is going to be tough. We'll have some skating things for these guys to see where they're at, and just get everyone going. And honestly, there's for me, right off the start, it's D-zone breakouts and tracking and getting above the puck. And if we can do those three things and not give up odd man rushes, we're going to be right there.
Greg, again, welcome to Windsor. Have you had Windsor pizza yet?
I have not.
Okay. Yeah. We got to make sure that we got you some Windsor pizza. Yeah. Again, Greg
Chicken
Walters. Yes, you definitely have to have some of those too. Yeah. Greg Walters, the new head coach of the Windsor Spitfires. Again, welcome to Windsor. And again, if you like this video, like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more interviews on Windsor Spitfires TV. And make sure you follow the Spitfires on social media.